Kazakhstan's political landscape is entering a new chapter. Just days after the registration of a new political party, Adilet, meaning justice, the country is preparing for what could become its most significant constitutional transformation. But what does the party stand for? Who does it represent? And why does it matter ahead of one of the most consequential elections in Kazakhstan's recent history? Here is what you need to know in the upcoming explainer.
To understand why the arrival of the new party matters, we all need a little context. Kazakhstan has operated under a two-chamber parliament, the Senate and the Majlis, since the adoption of its 1995 constitution. That system served as the country's legislative backbone for 3 decades. Then, in March of this year, the whole country voted in a nationwide constitutional referendum, approving a fundamental redesign of the country's governing architecture. Out goes the bicameral model. In comes the Kurultai. It's a single-chamber parliament, which consists of 145 deputies elected entirely by the party lists. We had 7 parties in the parliament previously, and now it's 8. One of the newest contenders preparing for this transition is Adilet, meaning justice, and it's officially registered on June 1st. The party presents itself as a broad civic platform, bringing together professionals from industry, education, healthcare, science, business, technology, and the creative sectors. According to its founding documents, Adilet seeks to position itself as a reform-oriented political force focused on stronger institutions, economic competitiveness, and public trust in the government. And rather than defining itself through ideological confrontation, the party says it aims to offer practical solutions, accountability, and social development. Party leaders argue that the country's constitutional reforms have opened the door to greater political competition and created an opportunity for new voices to enter the national debate.
Благодаря реформам, реализованным по инициативе главы государства Касым-Жомарта Кемелевича Токаева и доверию граждан, политическая система страны стала...
Thanks to the reforms initiated by President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev and the trust of citizens, the country's political system has become more open and competitive. The creation of the Adilet party has now become a reality. We see a clear public demand for justice in state institutions, before the law, and in the distribution of opportunities. We are convinced that Kazakhstan needs strong and effective public institutions, a competitive economy, vibrant regions, quality education, modern technologies, and a strong legal culture.
Конкурентная экономика, динамично развивающиеся регионы, качественное образование, современные технологии и высокая правовая культура.
At the center of Adilet's platform are 5 core values. Justice refers to equal treatment before the law and fair access to opportunity. Patriotism is framed not as a rhetoric, but as an investment in national development and social cohesion. Responsibility focuses on accountable government and civic participation. Hard work reflects support for meritocracy and economic productivity, while progress points towards digitalization, innovation, and investment in human capital. Together, these principles form the party's policy framework, which includes strengthening legal institutions, supporting regional development, improving education and healthcare, and building a more competitive economy. So, why does this matter beyond party politics? Because Kazakhstan is not only Central Asia's largest economy, but also a country with a major redesign of its political institutions. The emergence of new parties such as Adilet will be watched closely as a test of how competitive and representative the new Kurultai system becomes. Domestically, voters will be deciding which political forces deserve a place in a completely new legislature. Internationally, observers will be assessing whether the reforms create a more pluralistic political environment and how that may influence governance and investment confidence. Almir Amirov, New Time.